Hey everyone, hope you're all okay. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I thought I would introduce you all to Frankie. So Frankie joined us about 4 weeks ago and she's had her first set of jabs today. And I thought I'd share with you all our experience of introducing a puppy into a household where you've already got a established pet. Obviously, Troy isn't a pet, he is family to us. He's sport absolutely rotten by all of our family and friends. And it's been no different with the introduction of Frankie as well. So I thought I would tell you all a bit about it. So sadly, we lost Molly at the end of July, and Frankie joined us really quickly after, so we weren't planning at all to get a puppy. It just happened. It did just happen, really. So we'd always considered getting she's in the biting stage, remember, by the way. So we'd always considered getting a French Bulldog. It's something I'd always wanted to introduce to our household, and there was an opportunity to get a puppy. And when we weighed up the pros and cons, obviously Troy's age, we're also planning on doing travelling again soon, as soon as we can. It just seemed like the right time to do it. I've also changed roles recently, which has allowed me to work from home more. Which has allowed me to work from home more, and it's been great for training Frankie and Troy on their new routine and everything that's going along. So I thought I would share with you bits like their first meeting and some top tips and stuff what we'll do today, and also some amazing finds that we've had. That's Troy jumping off the sofa because he's had enough of Frankie already this afternoon. So this is Frankie. So today's video is a bit cruder than normal, so I do apologise. She's literally just woken up and has decided to start running around whilst I'm filming, which is always helpful. She's been asleep for the last couple of hours. So she's literally had her second jabs today, which means in a week's time she can go out for a walk, which I'm really excited about. And it means that her and Troy can get more bonding time outside, and she can get to see the great outdoors. She's been loving our garden and been really exploring out there. Obviously the weather's gone a bit wet again at the moment, so there's a lot of slugs and snails in our garden, so you can find me rocking a battered pair of shoes in the garden about 11 o'clock at night, making sure she's not eating anything that she shouldn't be, because she's literally putting anything in her mouth that she can at the moment. Obviously introducing Troy to Frankie was a really, really big deal to us. Troy is so well behaved already. We're really, really lucky with his temperament. He's great with other dogs, he's great with kids, he's great with people, he's great on the lead. The only thing that we've ever had with Troy is his dietary requirements. Sometimes some food can be a little bit too rich for him, and it's made him have quite an upset stomach, but we've managed to get on top of that now. We're now using tails, which is brilliant. It all gets delivered to our house and stuff every month, and he's got on really well with it, and he, touch wood, he hasn't had anything wrong with his diet or belly in ages now, which is great news. We did try that for Frankie, but unfortunately she's too small. So like when we first got her, she's 2.7 kilograms, and they do set like a plan out for puppies and stuff, but where she's so small, her teeth hadn't like all come through yet, and the kibble that Tail sent to us was too big for her and she couldn't get on with it. So we've actually now switched to Ava, which is a food brand owned by Pets at Home, and as your dog matures, they actually do specific breed stuff now as well. So like they do a French Bulldog food, which we're going to continue her on because she seems to be getting on quite well with that at the moment. So I'm trying to find a comfortable spot and lighting whilst watching her. And I've also lost my stand. I don't know what I've done with it. So I've normally got like a stand and a Bluetooth stick thing, so I haven't got to hold my phone. But today I'm holding it. So back to day one of vlogging. What was I talking about? So we're talking about food, talking about her going for walks and stuff. Give me a second because I think I'm supposed to leave off the sofa. Oh, yeah, we're talking about bonding. So Troy has been brilliant. So from the first night we brought her home, I'll share the video with you. It was so cute. It was really gentle with her. He did get a little bit stressed out to begin with. I think she's literally about to play with a bloody Diet Coke bottle, which is her favourite toy out of all of the hundreds of toys we bought her. So yeah, he was really good, helped her settle in really quickly. He was fine from literally the following morning. He'd really calmed down and got used to her. But he does recommend keeping an eye on your pets and not leaving them alone together for the first 2 weeks. So we've actually been crate training Frankie, so that in the evening she's sleeping in a crate, she's on her own because Troy is house trained and he literally goes wherever. He's really placid in the evenings, sleeps on his bed in the kitchen. So it's been allowing her to have that individual space as well, which has helped her settle in a lot. So the first night, I think she cried for maybe a couple of hours, which is quite normal. I remember when we first got Troy, we was in our flat then, and our bedroom used to be on the ground floor. His crate was in the kitchen, and he literally screamed the house down for the whole night, to the point that we gave in and ended up putting him on the bed. So I was quite adamant I didn't want to do that with Frankie, and she settled in really quickly, and touch wood, from night one, after her initial crying period, she slept every single night now. The only thing that we've had is a couple of accidents, which is quite natural when you've got a puppy. Obviously she's tiny as well, so her stomach and stuff isn't coping with toilet habits and stuff at the moment. As she gets bigger, that will get better, but she's now sleeping from about 10 p.m. all the way through until 5-6 o'clock in the morning. So I would definitely recommend crate training. I think it's a massive opportunity with puppies as well, because it then gives them that individual space. It means when you're going out, you haven't got to worry about them chewing stuff in your house. Frankie is very inquisitive. She can fit underneath our sofa at the moment, which is a nightmare. And she likes chewing anything that's not her toys, basically. So cables and stuff are a massive thing at the moment. So having to literally run around all the time, unplugging everything to make sure that she's not chewing anything that she shouldn't be. But other than that, the crate is obviously giving you that opportunity to separate a more senior dog from your puppy as well. So with Troy, when we had him as a puppy, and we've been really lucky with Frankie as well, we've managed to get him toilet trained quite quickly. So within the first couple of days, just literally taking them out all the time, praising them really highly when they're going, what you got now? When they're going to the toilet in the right place, all that sort of stuff, massively helped. So now she's literally been here a few weeks. She goes to the back door, she waits till we let her out, which is absolutely brilliant. I think another top tip that I've got, especially with French Bulldogs, I didn't know this, they don't love collars. I honestly thought Adam was strangling her when he put the collar on her first time. The noise that she made was horrific, and it literally like she was screaming the house down. So with French Bulldogs, where they've got the less of a snout, they don't like anything restricting around their neck and stuff. So harnesses all the way. We've got the best harness from Urban Pup that we found online. Absolutely love the company, really quick service, really easy to put on. Some of the harnesses I find a bit too fiddly in that, and actually they're really funky patterns, so you haven't got to be putting up with everyone's got the same harness, you know, from Pets at Home and stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just like to be a bit individual. I will show you a picture now of Frankie in her harness, which she loves, and we've just put it on her in the house about an hour a day just to get her used to it. She's been really good with that as well. I know a lot of people got puppies during lockdown, and I've seen loads of messages about people are now rehoming dogs because actually it's the wrong commitment to them. But we've always had dogs. I've always had a dog in my life, and I absolutely loved introducing a puppy back into our household again. And it's not actually been as bad as I thought, but you do need to be prepared to lose a bit of sleep. Make sure you're an early riser, because when they're up, they're up. Obviously puppies sleep for about 18 hours a day, but when they're awake, all they just want to do is play all the time, and have got really high energy levels, which is basically like me, although I don't get to sleep 18 hours a day. So you just bear that in mind, especially if you've got a dog so like Troy, literally has enough of her sometimes, bless him, but luckily we've got enough space that he can take himself away if he wants to. You know, when he goes and sits on the other side of the room, or takes himself into the kitchen or upstairs or whatever, just so that he's got a bit of an escape from her, and we don't let him let her plague him too much. Although if you saw his face at the moment, you may not believe me that. Another great thing to get in the habit of doing with your puppy is picking them up, handling them, checking their ears, paws, teeth, all that sort of stuff. Everything that the vet would normally check, because obviously you don't want them to go to the vets and have a bad experience or feel like they're being pulled around and not like it at all. Frankie was really good today, apart from when the vet looked in our ears with like the normal doctor does with us people. Like a weird telescopic thing. He did that in her. She didn't like that at all, although I haven't got one of them at home, but everything else she was absolutely fine with because he's been practicing with her. But yeah, just make sure that you're handling your puppy a lot. Try and socialise them. I know Pets Corner, which are normally the pet shops that are in garden centres, they are doing this thing called Puppy Hour, which was really cool the other day, and you can literally take your dog. There's like a pen area in the middle of the shop that you can put them in. You get discount on puppy stuff in store for the hour that he's on. There's an expert there giving you advice and stuff, and it's just giving you an opportunity to socialise your dog. I think some dogs are getting a little bit, not vicious, but they're not socialised enough when they're puppies, especially those that been got during the pandemic, because people haven't been going out and about and meeting people like they used to. So now the dogs don't know how to play with other dogs nicely and stuff, and it's a huge thing. So where Troy is quite a big dog, when we were thinking about how we were going to move him around, like Frankie around with him in the car, all that sort of stuff, we had to think about safety and all that sort of stuff. And I'm not a dog bag sort of person. However, we did get one for Frankie, just where she's so tiny at the moment. And Troy he's really gentle, but I didn't want him, I don't know, laying on her fanny in the boot of the car or whatever, and me not being able to do anything because I'm driving along. So we got a carrier for the car, and this one's brilliant. It is from Pets at Home. It's an RAC bag. I think it's about 30 quid, and it's fully collapsible as well, so you don't have to have it up all the time. But Frank absolutely loves it and goes in and out of it all day long and just plays in it, and it's like a little home. And when you get it out, she knows she's going out or around someone's house, and she gets all excited and jumps straight in it. So if you are looking for something to put in the car for a bit of safety for your puppy, I would recommend one of these. So like I said, this is just a short introduction to Frankie. I'm going to show you more of her now rather than me. And I will keep you all updated on how we progress. Obviously next week is going to be walkies for the first time, so we'll see how that goes. And I look forward to speaking to you all soon.